but for them to terminate my account felt so extreme, and like there wasn't even a person I could talk to about it. So if you're watching this video right now, obviously I've gotten my channel back. The whole situation has been resolved, but I thought I would do kind of a story time because the whole process, while kind of short, was very, very stressful for me. So I don't know if anyone noticed. I don't think anyone would have noticed. I'm not like huge on YouTube. I don't think anyone's trying to get on my channel and like watch my videos every day, but my channel actually got suspended. So around the middle of the night on Friday, and like as I'm trying to get onto my YouTube app, it was like, oh, please choose an account to sign into YouTube. So I was like, oh, that's weird. So I used my account that like this like channel is on, and then it brought me to a page that said something like your access has been denied or something like that. And I was like, huh, okay, well, that's weird. But it was literally the middle of the night, so I was like, whatever. I'm half asleep anyway, I'll just figure this out in the morning. And then in the morning, I'm trying to like log in, and it keeps just saying that like I can't have access. So I'm thinking like, did I forget my password? Like, was I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking, oh shit, maybe it's because I was using a VPN, because I live in Canada and I don't have access to all the Comedy Central videos on their YouTube channel, so I use a VPN to like watch them. And I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's because of that. Maybe they signed me out because they thought like, oh, this bitch is like location has changed and maybe she's been hacked, so we're just gonna protect her. A couple hours later, at around like 11 or something, I wake up and I go onto my computer because I'm just like, I need to sort this out because like I don't even know what this is about. I try to sign in, and I'm brought to that same page that's like, your access has been denied, your access has been suspended. And I see the word suspended, and I'm like immediately like, oh shit. So I look for my channel and it's gone. Like I don't like, my channel is gone. Like, bitch yeeted out of existence. I try to Google my name. I just like literally just put Daniele Alexis on the Google search, and it's like my identity was gone. Like I didn't even exist. Like usually when you look up my name, like some of the alphabet videos come up, some of my like whatever, my channel definitely comes up. Here, like it was just like a bunch of like other things that like I was not associated with. So I was like, oh fuck. Like at this point I'm like, it's not really sunk in what has happened, because I still didn't really understand like why my channel wasn't there. Obviously I was suspended, but like it hadn't registered into my mind. Okay, so the first email I get is August 14th that morning, and it says your Google account is disabled. It looks like it was being used in a way that violated Google's policies. By the time I woke up, this particular issue had been resolved. I had gotten my Google account back. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know if that means like they took away my docs and my mail, which I don't know why they would do that if I was getting mail, but anyway. And so the next email I get, and these emails have come in like as soon as like before I even woke up, it said that we'd like to inform you that due to repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines, your YouTube account Daniele Alexis has been suspended. After review, we've determined that activity in your account violated our community guidelines, which prohibits spam, scam, or commercially deceptive content. So I am inside freaking out. Like I'm trying to think, I'm scouring my brain for like why on earth they would do that, like why they would take my channel and what I might have done to cause them to believe that I was violating community guidelines. Because honestly, like I'm a straight and narrow. I'm on the straight and narrow. I don't play. The worst I do is sometimes I have like copyrighted content in it, but like they just take a copyright claim and like that's it, like resolved. And I don't have any strikes on my channel. I don't have any community guidelines strikes. I don't have any copyright strikes. So it was literally like they took my channel without warning or without reasonable explanation. Like they said I spam or scam, and I'm like, what? The email was so vague. It was just an automated message. So like it was nothing that like no information given to me as to what I had done. So in the email, it says that if you think that this is a mistake, you should submit an appeal. So the appeal is just like a form where you kind of just explain why you think they've made a mistake in suspending your channel, and like you have to give like reasons or like, but the thing is, and I don't think a lot of people know this, but I mean, if you're a small YouTuber, you kind of figure this out the hard way. But you don't actually get human support. You can't like talk to somebody on the phone about your channel or whatever until you've reached 100,000 subscribers. That's what I understand, but like I'm not really sure. At the time that my channel got suspended, I only had 21K. So obviously I wasn't gonna get in contact with anybody, unfortunately. I'm not deemed important enough, I guess. So I submitted an appeal because I know in my gut that I didn't do anything wrong. It's just a simple, I don't believe I violated any community guidelines, whatever. That's basically the premise of my appeal. It was like maybe 2 sentences. It was just really simple. Because I assumed that this was just a mistake that they could just turn around. A couple hours later, and this was like a lot. This was like at the end of the day, I was so stressed. I had like a full-blown meltdown already, thinking like sitting in like the worst case scenario of like, I don't know where my shit is. Like, no one probably knows this about me, but I've been on YouTube since 2012. 8 years of content is on my channel, albeit a lot of it is on private or unlisted. But like I've been uploading since I was like a child. I've been uploading videos from like 4 different computers in the past 8 years. So I don't have backups of all the older videos, especially. Even the newer ones, I don't really have backups of. So I was really freaked out that I was gonna lose my data. The subscribers, the AdSense, whatever, that came secondary to me. My number one fear was that I was never gonna get to see my videos again. That's my biggest fear, is like losing data and losing the memories. Like if there was a fire in my house and I can only grab like 2 things, it would be like my hard drive and my dog and like photo albums. Like I don't care about all the other shit. Like I don't care if I have like $1 million in the house. I mean, $1 million is a lot, but like I need to get my memories. I've always been obsessed with like capturing moments and stuff, and the thought that that would be taken away from me and that would be deleted into like this void of the internet, it truly terrified me. So anyway, hours and hours later, I get an email saying that my appeal had been denied, and that moment my heart sank. So the email said, "We have decided to keep your account suspended based on our community guidelines and terms of service." I would get it if it was like a copyright strike and I could kind of fight it if I knew that I wasn't doing anything, but for them to terminate my account felt so extreme, and like there wasn't even a person I could talk to about it. Like it just felt so whack. They had not given me any reason or like specific like instances or like evidence of me doing anything wrong. So I'm really like dumbfounded. Like what the hell did I do, or what the hell happened to my channel? Like surely I was hacked. That's the only explanation I could think of. And so I sent another appeal, and this one is more like of me like begging, like, oh please, like please give me my channel back. I swear to God I didn't do shit. I've never even gotten a copyright strike or any strikes on my channel. Like I play by the rules. Immediately after I send an appeal, I get an email saying, hey, you can't actually send a second appeal once like we make a decision that's done. And I'm like, no fucking way. I can't like lose this content. Like I'm trying to scour the internet for solutions. It seems to me that this happens to quite a lot of people. What I've read is that they've all just had to create new accounts. The only way I could get in contact with anybody was through the appeal, and that got denied, and I can't send a second one. So I ended up posting this onto the help forums, hoping that I could grab the attention of somebody that could help me. And so I tweet the link to that post to YouTube on Twitter, and then they get back to me and they say, note that appeals are carefully reviewed, and if yours was rejected by our team, your account will remain suspended. And like obviously this is another like freaking automated, like there's no actual person talking to me right now, and it infuriates me because this is a very extreme like case. If you're gonna take my account away, I think I deserve to talk to somebody about it. Like you're telling me a bunch of robots have the power to take my shit away? At this point, I had been like 2-3 days already, and I was like, every day I was losing more and more hope. After talking about it with my mom, I was like, I need to get a lawyer because this shit is insane. And some of you might think that's like pretty extreme, but like, so I get in touch with these people, I get in touch with this law firm, and I explain what happened. So at this point, I'm like serious, like I'm prepared to take legal action. Like I'm not even fucking around anymore. Like, you take my shit, I'm gonna come for you. I don't know if people are in the same boat as me and they're checking like Twitter for answers or whatever, but I guess caught the attention of some accounts, and this account, Alcher Black, shout out to you. I owe everything to you and your friend. But I get a DM from them, and they're saying like, oh, I have a guy who works in support, and I've sent them your channel, and hopefully they can like pass it on and work it out or whatever. And I'm literally like, okay, that's great, because any help that I can get, like, I truly appreciate. And then they're saying, DM me if nothing happens by Tuesday. So all weekend, I'm like freaking out. Like, I'm literally like on the edge of my seat all the time. I can't sleep. I would wake up every hour because in my dreams, I was having like very vivid dreams of me getting my channel back. And so I would wake up and check only to see that it was not true. So I was like getting no sleep. I'm like super stressed out with everybody. Like, literally, I'm in such a bad mood that like I can't like go out of my house. I can't do shit. Like, I just feel so helpless in that, like, it's so out of my hands at this point that I like don't know what to do. So that Monday, I'm on the phone with the law firm. I send them all the receipts. I send them all like the emails that I was getting. I send them like everything. I was very thorough. And so this law clerk who I was talking to on the phone was like really nice. And she was saying like, listen, it looks like you're taking all the right steps like in trying to get your shit back. Like, and you're talking to this guy on the internet who has a friend who can possibly help you. So that's a good sign. And she was like, hopefully you won't have to talk to us again because they'll give you your channel back. And I was like, honestly, like, you're really nice, but I hope I never fucking speak to you again, so I'll never have problems or whatever. So anyway, so I'm like watching TV, I'm trying to get my mind off of it, and then suddenly I get a message from the Twitter account that I was talking to, and they're just like, your channel's back. And then I was like, and so I checked and my channel is back, and I was like everything's back. My subscriber count, barely a dent. And it had been like 3 days of it being like non-existent on the internet. To this day, I haven't gotten any word of like why this happened, why my appeal was denied when clearly I didn't do shit. What like messes me up is how extreme they went for a mistake. Like literally, I still kind of want answers, but I'm just like so thankful that my channel is back. I'm so thankful that like I'm still like good with the algorithm and stuff. Like, people are still watching my videos. It was only like 3 days of back and forth, but it felt like a whole month because this is kind of my part-time job, and especially during these times where I can't work my actual jobs, I really rely on like AdSense and stuff to like, you know, keep the lights on in my house. So I was really stressed out, and so that's why it felt like such a long time, and that's why I was so stressed about it. Yeah, for it to just come back to me, for my channel to just like reappear with no explanation. I didn't get an email or nothing from Google or your YouTube saying, oh hey, we made a mistake, sorry, here's your channel back. It was just like, oh, it's back. And so I hope this shit never happens to any of you guys. And just as a precaution, everyone back up your shit. Like, don't be like me. Don't trust YouTube, because I really thought YouTube was a safe space for all my stuff, because I wasn't even doing anything to even think that they would like remove it one day. YouTube, y'all slipping. Fix this shit, because y'all giving me a heart attack, and who knows if I hadn't been noticed by people on Twitter, that like, who knows if I were to ever get my channel back. Absolutely, I understand that you know, they're gonna rely more on automated messages and robot detection, whatever, because there's not as much manpower in like the offices, whatever, because of obviously there's a pandemic. And I totally get that, but like they need to straighten that out, because if they have robots terminating accounts left and right, like that ain't good. Like that's not, like if someone's gonna terminate my account, I want it to be like a bitch. I want it to be a human person that I can like talk to and confront. Like, no. So that is that story. It was the most stressful time ever, and it was almost laughable how stressful it was, because like 2020 has been the worst year ever. I think that is true for everybody in this world. And for this to happen on top of that, it was just priceless. Like, I don't know if I was being punked or anything, but like, it was not funny. I'm gonna try to post more regular shit. But whatever you want to see, let me know. And yeah, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and yeah.